Alrighty, guys, welcome to the Whitfield report. Welcome to the channel. I'm just gonna get started here. Pretty much, I just wanted to do kind of a quick stream in response to some of the reactions I've gotten from last night's stream. I think last night's show went pretty well. For those who missed it, I had. Well, Apex and I started talking about Alec Baldwin and that whole thing. And then later on, Apex, like about 23 minutes into the show exactly, uh, Apex brought up the Mersh FOIA request thing on Allan Powell. Now, uh, I've paid attention to that a little bit, but not that much, to be honest. And that's going to kind of be my overall point here. But anyway, I had Allan on to talk about the situation with, uh, Mersh and that whole thing. And I got comments this morning, kind of very, very interesting. I got comments like, from the r/Mersh sub being like, you need to do more, merch content and go after merch. And then I got people who are kind of in ROTC's community being like, you know, how how dare you go after merch and participate in gay ops, and why are you going after Mersh after came on your show and gave you a bunch of subscribers and whatnot. Um so I want to address a few things specifically in regards to uh Allan and the whole feud between him and Merch as I see it. I've addressed it before, but I think there are some things that I don't think people will understand. So I guess the thing that people need to understand about Allan Powell is he is the greatest troll ever. And I mean that's kind of a moniker that I gave him. And it kind of has become a joke a little bit, but also I'm completely serious when I say that. Um, when I first encountered Allan, um, it was alongside Johnny and the rest of the DZ, and it was right after the gummy thing, and uh the the Bears, or I guess Owen's cronies, whatever you want to call them, were I mean they were coming after all of us. They were like alleging really heinous shit against Johnny. Most of you guys know the story, so I'm not gonna re-dissect that. But anyway, the Bears were harassing all of us, and they were making like you know they were making threats to us. There's no other way to say it. And then Allan, I was in I was in one of Owen's Facebook groups at the time. Um, and they were they were slandering me in this Facebook group, and like they were also like you know posting stuff about Johnny and all this stuff, and then like hiding comments and whatnot. Well, Allan, uh, joined the Facebook group and then pretended to be like a bear. And then somehow he convinced the mod of that uh, Facebook group to give him like moderation privileges or something. And then Allan made me a moderator of that group as well. And anytime someone would try and talk shit about us, mostly based Texan, we would ban base Texan from his his own Facebook group. And that started the whole thing of like, they're hacking into our Facebook groups, guys. We're compromised. As if like the Bears were like some big like, intelligence agency or something, right? But so Allan, that was like our first big troll. And then also like I had all these like weird, like bear guys being like, I don't care that you're in a wheelchair, man. I hope you get sent to prison, and I hope you get ass raped in prison. And Allan was then showing them, being like, that's kind of weird that you know you guys who claim to be straight would be like, fantasizing at like a crippled kid getting like raped in prison. That's pretty messed up. So uh so point being is Allan has always been uh at least with me uh awesome. Now Allan is a little, he is peculiar. And he does his own thing. I'll fully admit that. I don't even fully understand Allan. I don't even fully understand Allan sometimes. He's just like on another level. He's kind of got like a bit of Andy Kaufman, I think, um, in his humor. Um, which brings us to the whole thing with Mersh and ROTC. So one of the re so one of the reasons why the reason why I became aware of Revenge of the Sis was because they were covering Owen. And I guess like Mersh or Royce or someone actually watched like when Johnny got doxxed on stream. And I can't remember like who got in touch with who, but someone got in touch with um the D with the DZ. Um it might have been Porcelain actually. Now I think about it. Because I do remember that Porcelain got in touch with us too, and like we told Porcelain our whole thing, our whole story, and then uh, Porcelain gave like all the stuff that we had to Revenge of the Sis in regards to Nimmer and whatnot, so that they could um you know cover that because they had more of a reach than a lot of us did. So not for nothing, they did help us out initially um with some of the Owen stuff. And I know I'm jumping around the timeline here a bit, and I'm trying to keep this relatively succinct. But, needless to say, in the beginning, everything was, copacetic between Revenge of the Sis and myself and whatnot, and it was all about like exposing Owen, exposing Nimmer, and then making fun of Owen. I still got to give Mersh credit for uh you know for him convincing Owen that Steven Crowder is gay and just like getting inside his head with that. That will never you know that will never not be funny. Just to see Owen literally be like, I'll never turn on, Crowder. And then 5 minutes later, guys, Crowder's a homosexual. Which, clearly isn't the case. Then again, I guess there are gay guys with extremely hot wives, but, you know, uh, let me just put it this way. Steven is not the Crowder that I enjoy looking at, if you get my meaning. But aside from all that, so I have no problem with Revenge of the Sis or anything like that helping us on the Owen thing. That's not where my issue comes in. If we want to get into where kind of the whole issue began, really, it was when Allan Powell made the Driving to Ursa Manor video. And to be clear, I was duped into that too. I thought that like Allan was really going there. And at first it was kind of like a holy shit, thing. Like he's really he's really doing it. And then Johnny, I guess, figured out pretty quickly that it was a prank. And I went back and watched the video, and I saw that it was a prank, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy really is the greatest troll who ever lived. Which is when I gave him that moniker of the greatest troll who ever lived. It was funny, and it really exposed Owen, because he was like convincing people that Allan was seriously going to his house. He put the Bears on full alert. Owen did. And then, like, even after it was clear that it was a prank, he still spiraled about it. Now, this is where things kind of become murky, because once I figured out it was a prank, it was pretty obvious. Mersh was telling people that like they were in no way affiliated with Allan, that Allan was dangerous. And even after it was, revealed that it was a prank, Mersh was like, well, I don't care. It's not a funny it's not a funny prank at all. I mean, like, there was real malice against Allan. And then like when I would say something about it in Nightwave's chat, or when Johnny would say something, like Merch would just, like, anytime anyone would bring up Allan Powell, Merch would just lose his shit for whatever reason. So this whole feud, as far as I'm concerned, between Mersh and Allan Powell, from where I'm sitting, started because Mersh couldn't understand that Allan was the greatest, that Allan is the greatest troll who ever lived. Now, in regards to, the whole fought between Mersh and Pod Apple and all that stuff, I have no idea what that's about. None. I mean, I remember back in the day when Merch was promoting Jesse and telling everyone to go over to Pod Apple. And I mean, I've seen Pod Apple's uh videos. It's they are what they are. It's not really my brand of humor, I guess, but it is what it is what it is. The only reason I bring that up is because, like, I guess people have been, I guess some of the anti-Allen people, as I call them. Well, one of them was like, Sam called into Pod Apple's show, and I'm like, I don't even really, like, Jesse doesn't know me, or I don't know Jesse. Like, I think I've said hi, like, maybe twice in his chat. Um, but yeah. Oh, and then uh one of Merch's stalkers uh started, like, stalking me. Like, I got this I got, like, these weird, like, Twitter DMs from, like, some chick, like, claiming that, like, Mersh harassed her or, like, abused her or something like that. And I basically, I told this chick that, like, oh well, you know, uh basically, like, what do you want me to do about it? If it's a problem, like, call the police. It might have been a troll, or someone trying to, like, bait me or something. But I don't know, so I just kind of, like, said call the police, and then blocked her. Uh, if it really was her. My point being is, you know, I'm not, like, on the whole uh get Mersh train, so to speak. What I am on the train of is, I is you know, I'm a fan of Allan, and Allan's a fan of mine, and I think it's incredibly, you know, I think this whole kind of drama between them is simultaneously, like, weird and also lame and also kind of funny. Um, but if you know, it is what it is. So, Allan Allan's the man in my book. And if you don't like him, that's fine. If you do like him, uh great. The thing of it is, like, by me having Allan on the show, by me having him on, that doesn't mean that I'm directly, that I'm going after Merch, right? I've joked about I joke about Mersh. I made fun of him, which also is not attacking someone. Like someone the other day was like someone one of the RTC people a few months ago was like, "Oh, I saw you retweeted a Philip Wave video. You're attacking Mersh," and I'm like, I liked a video. Chill the fuck out. I mean, and Philip Wave radio is funny. So um oh shit, I guess the chat really has popped off here. Let's see, who do we have? I've been just doing a stream of conscious thing. Oh, Irrational Times is in the chat. Keck Boy, Jigs. Apex. Well, aren't you at work, Apex? That's the only reason why I don't have you on is because I'm assuming that you're busy right now, but if not, I'll open Discord and you can hop on. Our little stream caused quite the reaction last night. And so I'm just kind of clarifying a few details for the good people. But yeah, I mean the fact that people think that I'm, automatically attacking like Mersh just by being friends with Allan is just really, I mean, it's laughable. Um, you know, I don't think me laughing at Mersh or walking away from a fight against Bake Alaska, I don't think that constitutes the same thing as like me attacking him. But if it is, that's like that's weak sauce, man. That is weak sauce. Um, so, um, let's see what else. Oh shoot, I just had something and for I forgot what it was. This is what happens when you this is what happens when you fall asleep at like 4 in the morning and then wake up at like 9. Um, but hang on, it'll come to me. Oh, I remember what the point of this whole thing is. So the other thing is people are like, you need to get Allan under control, Sam. He's just harassing people. You need to get Allan under control. Okay? That's that's my favorite line is that I need to get Allan under control, okay? And let me explain something. Uh Other than Apex, I don't control anyone on YouTube. Um or what they do. I can't stop Allan from doing anything. I can't stop Johnny from doing anything. I will say that like I tried to suggest to you know uh Mersh and Allan both that like they sit down and talk over the the video thing like early on, but Merch wasn't having it. So, I tried early on, but it just wasn't taking. Um, I mean, as far as JJ Stoner and like I don't even know JJ Stoner that well. I have no issue with him. I have no issues with Davy Crocco. But by and large, um, he's always Davy's always been fair with me, and he knows that I'm not the biggest Mersh fan, and you know we don't we just don't really discuss it at all. It doesn't come up. Um, really, if you know this whole thing of like guilt by association is just weird. I don't care if you watch RTC or Nightwave. Uh, I don't. You're still welcome to watch here. I'm not going to tell anyone that they can't be in my audience for being subscribed to another channel. That's honestly retarded. I mean, same thing with Owen. I really don't, I'm not even sure really where you can watch um Owen anymore. But if you can, good for you. I think you know, Owen is Owen, and you know, let's just leave it at that. But if you want to watch him, go ahead. Um, but point being is, I'm not, I'm not suddenly going to, disavow Allan Powell, because Allan Powell is being mean to, being mean to my internet friends because they're associated with Mersh. And Sam, you need to get Allan under control. He's a maniac. He's hurting my feelings. I'm. Uh, why would you hang out with why would you hang out with a monster like that? I don't understand it. Okay, yeah, that's what you guys who complain about Allan sound like to me. And yeah, so you know, I'm not saying Allan's perfect, but you know, considering everything that Allan has done early on in terms of helping out with the bear thing, I will he will forever I will forever be thankful to him for that. Um and also to Johnny and to Apex and to the DZ. Um so I guess Chill Deer is I don't have any dog in this fight, but other than I think Allan is right in this, but I'm not part of a cabal to take down Mersh just because I talk about Mersh versus the internet. Me talking about that, a streamer is not the same thing as me attacking them by default. Um, and same with goofing on them. And if I've also heard like the anti Merch crowd being like, oh, Merch like they've made fun of you being in a wheelchair, like behind your back, and in the Discord. And I don't know if they have, but if they have, eh, I mean, okay. Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So, it is what it is, and I just find it funny that, uh, oh my God, you talked about Mersh on your show last night. You're attacking him. Uh, yeah. Yeah, well, I also had Merch on my show a few years ago, and that was back during the whole Owen thing. If he had you know, if he hadn't stabbed Allan in the back and heel turned on him, and if he hadn't said fuck Johnny Arcade, I wouldn't have an issue with him at all. Um, but you know, he did all that and more. Um, so in regards to whatever this FOIA thing, you know, comes out with, I am but a humble commenter and spectator. Oh, also, before I forget, porcelain. I've never had an issue with porcelain. I think porcelain is funny, and I've always really enjoyed his documentaries. And I have even said that if porcelain wants to make like an expose documentary on me, I will sit down and tell him stories of my life. Porcelain doesn't. I mean, porcelain does scare me, but like he scares me in the sense that like his documentaries are just like so, you know, damn good that like they're scary good. And I don't understand where the mess up between him and Mersh happened either, but you know, I still like porcelain. Even when he made that documentary on Joe Rogan, kind of jabbing him as a Rogan fan, I enjoyed that. Anyway. So yeah, that's kind of my stream of consciousness thing that I've got going on here, and not to be too long-winded. Maybe I should have put slow chat on. Let me see if I can read the comments here. Bu- bu- bu. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I'm not fence sitting kind of the north. Um, I've you know I've said I wish you know I said I wish Allan well. I'm just saying I'm not the one who's like out to get Mersh. Um, you know I just think that he's not he's not the best guy, and you know I think in this case Allan is completely I think Allan is in the right here, basically, is what I'm saying. Let's see. Oh. Um, we've got some new people in the chat. I think some new fags. Let's see. Uh, get something. Chris Chan. Kick boy. I'm not sure where Chris Chan fits into this, but yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. Irrational Times is in here. Let's see. Yeah. Whoever listening live is, well, yes, I am a communications professional, but this is a off the cuff type thing. Let's see. Yes, Jigs. Porcelain's Burt documentary is great. And and that, I mean, that's the whole other thing is like I like porcelain, so now that means like because Mersh doesn't like porcelain anymore, I can't like porcelain. Nah, that's not the way that works. So let's see. Um. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much more else. Let's see. Irrational Times. I might need you to make a song for me or something like that. I think you and I are still connected on Twitter, so I'll hit you up. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to you know put this little stream together. Um, I will say this in favor of Mersh. Uh, at least Mersh hasn't shot anyone with live bullet. It's on accident. Yeah, I mean Mersh is pretty close to kind of like the internet version of Alec Baldwin, but not quite yet. Um, well, then again, Alec Baldwin somehow managed to get with Kim Basinger back when she was good looking. But anywho, yeah, I am I am out of here, folks. I am going to Lieutenant Dan myself somewhere for the remainder of the afternoon, and I enjoy I will look forward to your comments and to your shit posts. And shout out to Philip Wave Radio too. We need more episodes. That's for sure. Um and even though I don't really know him, I guess I to pot awful, I guess. Um but most importantly, shout out to Bruce City Synth. Everyone needs to go subscribe to her because she is awesome. And oh, and by the way, she's made some brutal parodies of me. And some of them are kind of borderline mean, but I also love them because I'm an adult, and just because someone makes fun of me, I'm not going to crumble. I mean, I'm already crippled, but yeah, I'm not gonna crumble that much. My legs are already kind of crumbling. But anyway, yeah, take care, guys, and have a good rest of your Sunday.